Welcome to Killzone Chapter 2, Stage 2. I'm Blind Sally, and joining me today are 9-Gear Crow and Lazy Fire.
I'm back.
Hello.
Yeah. So, loading screens, because you're on a PS2.
They're a lot slower on the PS2, I noticed.
Well, I mean, the thing had, no RAM at all? And what do you expect?
Yeah.
And this guy, look at this. This is some animations. They got some money in this.
Yeah. Look at his terrible trigger discipline, too. The jet bikes are coming in, and he decides to target us.
That's a good plan. You're probably the most dangerous person out here. You killed 100 water coolers in the last level.
We're certainly the most unstable person. And now he's dead.
And, okay, this is the thing. I was watching this when last night, and you guys, you gotta tell me this. Is it difficult to interact with the world in this game? Because it seems like if you're not pixel perfect, it won't recognize stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's true in the PS3 HD re-release as well.
Really?
It's very awkward and clumsy.
So, from what I got, the game's really awkward to control. The game is really awkward to interact with, and the guns don't work great. People like this game.
And my favorite complaint is it looks great for a PS2 game when it's still, not in motion. The moment things start moving, the animations are super clumsy.
This is, now you mention it, this is exactly what I expect PS2 games to look like. I had one for a while before it died on me, and so I had the random PS2 that died. And, this is the exact kind of graphics I remember from a PS2 game. And I'm just thinking of, in terms of, graphical qualities, Halo on the Xbox was, just above this by leaps and bounds.
Oh no, but you don't understand, this is the Halo killer.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that fucking ad. That was it's the end of Halo, and I'm like, wow, Daikatana came out, huh? It's just, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a weird there's no story in this level, so I get to talk about this, I guess. But that was a weird time in the game history. There was where it was the Halo killer era, and everyone was releasing a sci-fi first-person shooter that was trying to compete with Halo in some way. And no one really did a great job of it. There's none of those franchises, save for Killzone, are really around anymore.
No, and it's weird, and Guerrilla didn't even... I remember when that started happening, I think it was a gaming magazine, PlayStation Magazine, that actually said that, or EGM.
Yeah.
Guerrilla never
exactly
said... Sony never said, this is going to be the Halo killer, but they never said, no, guys, don't call it the Halo killer. They let everything blow up and get out of proportion, and then when people said, hey, this isn't the Halo killer you promised, they were able to say, whoa, we didn't say it was going to be a Halo killer, you did. It's your problem.
So on those monoliths, are you able to read those in the PS3 version?
No, it's again just dots and dashes, it's almost Morse code.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's
no, they
just
didn't bother to
on the wall.
Yeah, they didn't bother to upscale it. So I was just I noticed in the original recording we went up to it and tried to read it and we couldn't see it, so I just went up there just again because I'm completely mimicking everything Blind Sally did. So now we're in the research wing here, and there's pictures of... had to blow up another water cooler. But yeah, there's pictures of war technology all over, the area. Again, more pictures of people who look like vaguely famous people.
And I gotta say, I'll give him this. Oh, sorry, I didn't want to get too far in. That's the marathon symbol. That was the marathon symbol.
It might be. Yeah, that's that is the ISA
the
logo
killer.
that appears
that
throughout the rest. Yeah, throughout the rest of the Killzone series.
The fucking marathon symbol. I was gonna say I was kind of impressed that I didn't think any of the faces actually were the same pictures in any of the pictures between the last level and this level.
Really?
I think.
Yeah, there's a couple of there's a couple of new ones, but yeah, I know General Will Sasso shows up again, and
he got a promotion between the last episode and this one. He was a colonel last time.
Yeah. Well,
wouldn't you promote Will Sasso?
Yeah,
Not
I
after
totally
the Three
would.
Stooges movie. So, more firefights. I gotta ask this question too. In the future Killzone games, do they actually let you aim down sights, or you always get this like weird zoomed-in view?
You aim down sights in future games. They get a lot more. They get more Call of Duty-ish in the next game.
They had to switch what franchise they were trying to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too because when the game released Killzone 2, it had, similar to Killzone 1, very clunky and awkward controls, and everyone hated it and complained about it. So Guerrilla actually went back and patched in Call of Duty controls.
Wow, really?
Like the control scheme for Call of Duty, basically, essentially. And frankly, it controls better. I don't know if that's because I was just used to the Call of Duty controls that time, because that game was so big, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and it was so influential, or if they generally just stunk the original controls.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where I've talked to people who have gone back and played like previous games in a franchise. Say lemon time on that thing? The hell?
I think so. And for whatever reason, there's a wanted poster. Yeah, there's a wanted poster up on the poster board for whatever reason.
There was a baby that was wanted. Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
You sound like Rob Ford.
This baby killed 4 people on its way out of the hospital. Please bring it back.
There was a...
No, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say, I think I miss it this time around, but in one of the playthroughs, like, that I scrapped the footage of, attached to one of the mirrors in, like, those showers was, like, I swear to God, a Mitt Romney campaign sticker with, like, his face on it. And this was, like, 10 years before Mitt Romney for president was ever a thing.
Predicting
And
the
I
future.
wonder what would happen if I went back and played some old games to see who's going to run for president next time. It's all Ron Paul pictures.
God. Ron Paul, 20 eventually.
I should point out that the guy that 9 Gear Crow meleeed just a few moments ago was a Helghast scout. You can tell him apart from the other Helghast in that he doesn't wear a helmet, he just has goggles, and he has a sleeveless shirt.
So he looks like Psycho Mantis.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, we're gonna be seeing a ton of the Psycho Mantis guys.
That's basically the
feels-
difference here. They don't really have any different weapons in this game. The scouts get a lot more... what's the term? Their skill set gets a lot more differentiated from other Helghast soldiers in later games.
Some of them
think
have
it's hardcore.
shotguns. Yeah.
Well, in Killzone Liberation, for example, they're just referred to as grenadiers, the sleeveless shirt guys, and they only throw grenades, or if you get close to them, knife you.
Jeez.
They don't actually give them firearms. Grenades and knives. No in between.
They really thought this out when they were forming their armies. Like, well, we've got all these guys. We're not going to give them shirt sleeves, and I got all these grenades, and my cousin makes knives on the weekends. Can we find a use for those in the army? And, yeah, sure. I got some ideas.
Well, I figured it was them taking the term grenadier too literally. Hold on, you can't give a gun to a grenadier. He's a
Oh,
grenadier.
yeah, they're going by Command and Conquer Red Alert rules.
Yeah.
Just build 1 billion grenadiers and then conquer everything.
Yeah.
I got a feeling Orhan stalls behind this somehow.
I
That's
think
the guy Malcolm
all
McDowell
these
plays in
these
the
games
third
would be
game.
better if Malcolm McDowell was just in all of them.
And cursing liberally.
That'd be great. I'd pay for that. I'd pay double for that.
Buy Killzone 3.
Oh, okay. Good idea. I like it.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Fallout.
Killzone 3. Yeah. Killzone 3 is essentially 6 hours of Malcolm McDowell and Ray Winston having the most epic argument ever.
Neat.
Yeah.
Now I just have to go get
Funny.
a PS3. Perfect. I've got very few steps in this process.
Yeah.
Like, it got to the point where, like, you know how I've subtitled this game, like, Templario and Lugaret? The third game is subtitled The Two Gentlemen of the Sorry.
Hey, grenade! You actually remember you had
Yep.
those.
I actually used a grenade, and I actually used it properly this time. as opposed to the footage of my scrap run where I just toss it right in front of me and go, "Oh my god, what did I just do?"
Yeah, I was promised a grenade suicide. I never saw that in the other videos, so I
Yeah,
feel kinda cheated
that's
now.
coming.
Oh, okay, good. Great.
That's the thing. The grenades don't actually do enough damage to kill you. They just do enough damage to like really ruin your health. But yeah, don't worry, it's coming. I just gotta cut through like an hour of footage to try and find like the 5 seconds where I throw a grenade in front of my face.
Beautiful. Anything for the thread.
Those things don't travel very far. I've seen you throw them. It's like your guy completely loses his ability to use his arms for those moments. It's just like, I'm putting no effort into my wrists at all. I'm going to throw this with my shoulder like a goddamn shot put.
Yeah, and they don't really bounce either. You kind of throw them and they just land. And if you throw them at the
Whoa.
wall, they'll bounce once, but then they just stick to the ground.
That vending machine took 2 bullets. It was hardcore.
Yeah. Well, it was kiwi, so it was like an energy drink, so...
Fruitopia. Those things last forever.
There's a lot of funny brands in Killzone 1. Like, there's all these unique Vectin brands. One thing that... it'll pop up in later videos, but I think it's hilarious. Nixon watches are a thing in the future.
With, like, Nixon pointing his 2 peace sign hands out and then rotating around.
No, like the brand Nixon
No, like
watches.
the Nixon brand, yeah.
Oh, darn. I was hoping for novelty
Like a-
watches.
Oh, no, real watches. And I don't
And that's
know
the
if
note we're gonna end this on.
yeah, novelty watches. Thanks for watching.